We're going to talk a little bit today about connecting your LMS to your CRM solution. Okay, so rather than having two systems running disparately, kind of not connected, and wouldn't it be nice if you could have your learning, training, and development right there in the confines of your CRM solution? Just curious, a show of hands, how many people have already heard of Blackboard before or used the Blackboard platform? Good. How many people already have a CRM solution in their organization? No? Okay, well good. So this will be informative for you. So we're going to take a look at a few things today. Little background on me, I've been with Blackboard for the last year. I've been in the learning industry for the past 10, 12 years, working with a lot of organizations, enabling their learning initiatives and helping them with solutions to power a lot of their different learning initiatives. Go ahead, have a seat. So we're going to have about a 4-hour presentation, Lee? 3 hours, okay. Now, we're only going to be like literally 20 minutes. We're going to run through a quick PowerPoint, and then we're going to show you the live platform. So we've integrated right on top of the Salesforce platform if you had Salesforce CRM. If you don't, that's okay. Blackboard's a standalone solution as well. We have solutions for small business, mid-sized business, and enterprise class business. Whether you're state and local government, a corporation, DoD, federal, higher ed institution, K through 12, Blackboard can serve and help your needs there. So today's agenda, we're going to walk a little bit and talk a little bit about the business expectations out there for training and development. What's going to be important to your audience when it comes to training, development, and learning? The anatomy of the social enterprise. You know, our whole world has changed in the last few years with the advent of Twitter and Facebook and instant messaging. Learning and training is taking on kind of a new identity. So we're going to talk about some ways that might be able to better empower some of your training and learning in your organization. And then we'll look at some different companies, actually some Blackboard customers that are integrating sales training through their CRM system. And then we'll look at some different integration, how you can enable even more power and connectivity with your CRM and learning platform. So, a couple of numbers here. Guesses. Anyone have any guesses about what these numbers and how they might impact your organization? Any guesses? 80-20, 20-80? You hit it right on the nose. Give her a deck of cards or something. We gotta get you a prize. You hit it, 80% of your activity, your sales, is sometimes closed by 20% of your sales team, right? It's kind of the big conundrum in the learning and business development arena. So how do you get that other 80% acting like that 20%? So obviously learning, training, and development is a big piece of that. So what we're going to talk about is breaking that 80-20 rule. So how do you do that? Well, if you hire the right people, that makes a big difference, right? So you get people a little more in tune with your organization and your culture, get people in tune with the vertical markets that you're going after and you're working with. You want to develop the people according to their strengths. So it's good to know what are their weaknesses starting out in your onboarding plan. And then obviously delivering relevant training that's going to help build those skills that they're lacking so much, or help refine the skills if they already have them, bring them to the next level. So peer-to-peer information sharing is kind of like taking that special DNA in your organization and transferring it throughout the company. So what's a good way you could do that? So we're going to show you how our platform can help you with some of that. There's a lot of disruptive forces out there. People are getting pulled in a lot of different scenarios in their day-to-day work environment. So whether it's instant messaging, whether it's social learning, whether it's PowerPoint presentations, there's a lot of different forces trying to teach and learn in your organizations. So our Blackboard Learn for Sales platform is going to help you organize that, bring all these digital services together. So how many people have an iPad? Curious. How about, keep your hands up if you also have an iPhone, a BlackBerry, a Droid, right? So wouldn't it be nice if your learning and training could touch all these different devices and not disrupt your tracking, your learning, in your organization? Finally, there's a lot of data out there. So there's a lot of data on the courses you've taken, the courses you've consumed, what learning did you bring with you, and what learning do you need to have to refine your skills in your organization. So to survive, you got to be a smart organization. A couple examples of that. Let's take a look at that. These are some companies you might recall. Remember Kodak, right? They had the patents for the whole digital media, digital photograph environment. And where are they today? Unfortunately, they filed for bankruptcy. So here's an organization that probably didn't change and move with the times and make some critical changes in their organization. Anybody hear about Instagram? They were recently acquired by Facebook. $1 billion acquisition. Guess how many employees they had? 13. They had 13 employees and they got acquired for $1 billion. So there's an organization that leveraged their talent very well, leveraged their business solutions. So, you got to change with the times. If you don't innovate, you could be lost. So let's take a little anatomy of the social enterprise. We're going to look at the CRM, so your customer relationship management system, and how that can operate in your organization as the CNS, which is the central nervous system of your company. All right. So we're going to flood you with a little acronyms here, but take a look at it. You got sales training, you have your employee training, your partner portals. So maybe you have partners or portals or distributors, resellers. They need to be trained and educated. So training and education is not always an internal thing, sometimes an external. They need their own look and feel, their own little place to call home for training and learning. Marketing, and then your customer service. So all these are interacting into that CRM solution. A lot of data flowing in and out. And obviously it's kind of like your customer database, if you will. So a lot of information flowing back and forth. Salesforce is a Blackboard partner. So we've built our learning platform right on top of Salesforce.com. So we're bringing the training, learning, and development right into the CRM solution. How many people have heard these excuses of why they couldn't take a course? Maybe a salesperson. I couldn't log in, couldn't get the login, or I didn't have access to my internet, or I got pulled away into an appointment, right? So what we're doing is bringing the training where the salesperson lives every day, right inside their CRM solution. So here we're going to have a look of where they can listen and analyze to what's going on in the organization, have the ability to automate and extend the training, learning, and development, all in one simple, cohesive ecosystem, if you will. So the learning management becomes kind of the focal point for all of this and the conduit to spread that DNA and that special learning, training, and development throughout your organization. So we're going to make learning management a little more social. So take a look at how the Blackboard solution can do that. We got just-in-time training, so we have a built-in authoring environment, allows you to create, manage, and track your learning, training, and development with the click of a mouse. So this way, anybody in your organization can easily bring in their proprietary content, push it out to their organization. They don't have to be salespeople. They could be an employee. They could be a partner. They could be a reseller, a distributor. And this way, you have real-time tracking, learning, and taking place in your organization. The Blackboard platform is a very social and collaborative environment, so it allows mentors to talk with the teachers and the learners in the organization. So as you roll out an onboarding program, you have a cohesive approach where your mentors can easily collaborate and work with your learners and your new employees right in the organization. We're going to be able to track all those results. We actually work closely with Chatter, so if you create a course in our platform, it'll launch a Chatter session, part of Salesforce's instant messaging, if you will, right there in the environment, so people can collaborate and work closely together in their organization on a certain topic. So let's take a look at some companies and how they're integrating some of the sales training, some of the success stories out there. M5, they're a telco company, actually in the DC area or New York. They're in the New York area, and they have about 200 employees, but they have a big host of resellers and partners that they need to train and educate across their organization. So here they've been able to integrate some of the pipeline management and take the sales data and closely manage that with the training data, so we can see who's effective in the organization based on the training they've taken on a daily-to-day basis. So it's really helped them launch a whole company-wide learning initiative and help their customers be more effective, and obviously their employees be more effective as well. Wolters Kluwer, anybody heard of them? They're a very large financial organization. They sell to a lot of banks and financial companies. They are a big software provider. So for them is like, how do you take this large organization and be able to kind of hang on to their DNA, secret sauce of working in their organization. So the corporate culture is real important to them. They wanted to make sure they had a way to go ahead and do that with our platform. They're rolling out all the training and making sure there's a good mentor program for all the employees so that they can understand how to best operate within the confines of Wolters Kluwer. Finally, anybody heard of Living Social? Yeah, they're like a Groupon. Right, so they're based in the DC area, and they're growing like crazy. They've gone from 100 employees to 5,000 employees just in a couple of years. So that you can imagine the onboarding process for that company. So our platform's helping them power their complete onboarding across their whole organization and maintain that DNA, which is so critical, as your company gets larger and larger. So there's a couple of great solutions and success stories. We got some tips for you for kind of integrating social learning within your organizations. It helps you improve your onboarding by connecting your new hires to the mentors. So this way they have that connectivity. They have a go-to person to help them with all the demands that they have on a daily basis. We can help you create mobile environments. So you take your learning and put it right on a mobile device. So this way, no matter where they are, what they're doing, they have access to their learning, training, and development on a day-to-day basis. Very simple. Embrace the social media. Don't be afraid of it. It's a great way to communicate, especially with your millennials, right? The millennials are very desktop. They're on the desktop occasionally, but they're on that mobile device all the time. So this way, you're bringing the learning where they live. And then obviously, you want to engage your sales team, your sales members in a CRM solution like Salesforce.com would be a great one to work with. So we're going to take a couple quick looks here at some integration examples. One is the social learning, get answers fast, sell as a team using Chatter. Another one is creating a scorecard, really, so where you can take all your learning, training, and development, let people see how they rank and compare against their peers, make it simple, help a little bit with some of the motivation in the organization, and then finally some of the performance metrics, how they can correlate the training data with the sales data. Who's been effective? Is your training, that's the big question the C-level people always ask. Is the training effective? Is it worth spending money on training? And as trainers and talent management folks, it's your job really to kind of defend that. So this gives you the ability to kind of show reports and dashboards that defends how effective your training and development is. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open up our Blackboard Learn for Sales platform. So this is the fully integrated solution. We've created, remember Dunder Mifflin? Anybody? All right, so we have the Dundee Miller organization here, very close. And you'll notice now we're in Salesforce.com and we're in the skin of Salesforce. So for a learner, they're learning in the same environment that they work every day in their CRM. So it's not some foreign environment. There's no special login required. They can't give you the excuse, I didn't have the login or I didn't have the password. If you're in CRM, you're in Blackboard Learn for Sales. We're a simple drop-down over there on the right there. We're just in the drop-down menu. So it makes it real easy for the learner to get to the training and learning and development. Now you'll notice across the top of the page there's a couple of key links. We got training, training catalog, dashboards, and reports. Keeping it real simple. You can kind of create your own navigation look and feel if you want to, or as in this Blackboard Learn for Sales environment, you get this nice, simple, cohesive training catalog. So we can set up courses by category, maybe by the job description. So if I had different topics that I want to learn and train on, I could set up those topics right here. I could also set up the topics by my job title. So maybe, I'm a VP of product management, I can have a whole product management library. Or if I'm a VP of sales and I want my people to have an onboarding for their sales executives, I could create a whole curriculum for that. So we're going to go ahead and open up a course here. I believe we have we're going to go to training. So as a manager, I can look at my own personal training, or if I wanted to look at my own team's training that rolls up to me, it'll pick up all the hierarchies right from Salesforce.com and put that right in the platform. So I'm going to go to my training here, and we'll go ahead and open up a course. We got products, paper. We're going to learn a little bit about paper since we are a paper company, right? Makes sense. Now the Blackboard Learn for Sales platform has a built-in WYSIWYG authoring environment. Anybody know what WYSIWYG stands for? What is that? Get her a deck of cards too. We got some cards coming. We're going to give you some Blackboard playing cards just for fun. So yeah, WYSIWYG is what you see is what you get. Allows you to pull in any kind of content into your platform. So whether it's a PDF, a Flash file, a PowerPoint presentation, a graphic file, all this information could be culled together and you can create your own course. So you're taking a lot of the learning objects you might use in a classroom environment and putting it online. Best part of it, it's very simple and easy to do. Anybody can do it. I'm not the most technical person, so I find it very simple and easy to put together a course, push it out to my constituents. So actually Lee right now is in the WYSIWYG editor. Looks a lot like Microsoft Word. It also doubles as an HTML editor. So if you have some of those gifted people in your company that can work with HTML, you can collaborate with them and work right alongside with them and create your own course. We've created this course here, right here in the platform, using the WYSIWYG editor. And you'll notice we put together just kind of a little glossary on the left here. It just talks about the different sections of the course, what's the objectives of this learning course, and then there's different chapters that we're going to walk through. So we'll just kind of walk through the beginning of the content here, and we're going to go into the history of paper. All right. So in this case, we've loaded up. If I click right there on the history of paper, it's going to bring me to, actually I think it's a PDF document that's fully embedded right here. So you could take a PDF document, fully embed that right in the course, make it real simple and easy. So we're looking through various pictures and text about the history of paper. If I want to have like a YouTube video maybe of someone discussing the origins of paper, I could easily put that in here. PowerPoints, graphic files, Flash files. So you have the ability to make your learning as engaging as you like for your audience. Now the nice thing about the BB Learn for Sales platform is we get a host of dashboards and reports. So it's easy to find out how people are doing with the learning and training, access some dashboards and reports so you can go right into the platform and find out who are your best learners and how that learning and training seems to correlate within the organization. Yes, great question. The question was, can you do a survey or an assessment in the platform? So yes, Blackboard has a built-in test engine, allows you to create tests, surveys, and assessments. There's 16 different types of questions you could put in there. So whether it's fill in the blank, matching, multiple choice, single select, multiple choice, multiple select. You can put distractors in there. You can save all your tests. You can save your questions and your answers, so you have like a database of questions and answers that you can easily utilize within the platform. So great question. Thank you for bringing that up. Right here we're looking at a dashboard of the platform, so I can see who are my best learners, who's winning deals out there, and how many courses have they taken. So I get a nice correlation between number of courses consumed and the sales, so I can measure the effectiveness of the training within the organization. If I go over to reports, I can look at even more detailed reports. So in this case, I have one where it's based on who's enrolled in a lot of training and who's sold a lot. So I'm going to take a look here. I believe Jessica's in that report. And here's a little graph that we did for Jessica. So you'll notice in the blue there is the number of opportunities Jessica won over the last 90 days. So you can see her production's going up really nice. And it correlates nicely with the green, which is the number of enrollments that she signed up for online courses. So, and I can get all her sales data right here, all her dollars that she sold by month. So it's really a nice way to kind of bring the two and merge the two together. So there you have kind of a high-level snapshot of the platform. Keep in mind, Blackboard's also a standalone solution. So if you don't have a CRM and if you're not integrated, that's okay. You can roll out the platform as a standalone solution, put your own branding, colors, look and feel right into the platform, create portals for different groups, organizations, or divisions within your company. I'm going to open it up for any other questions that anybody might have about learning, training, development. Yes, the question was, can you push the training to the team? So can I enroll someone in a course and enroll a team all at once. Yes, that's just a click of a mouse. I go to the course, enroll now, and it can bring up a whole menu of all the people by individual or by group, and I can enroll them into that training. And then I have a grade book that'll show me the results of all the training. We didn't show you a lot of the administrative controls, but where you can find a lot of the different reports and grade books, if you will, on all the different learning and training within the organization. There we go. The question was, can Blackboard be a collaboration platform if you got people in different disparate areas and you want to bring them together on an online meeting? So we have a tool called Collaborate, and Collaborate is a full-featured, full-bodied web conferencing system. So it allows you to hold these impromptu meetings, you can record the meetings, you can have breakout meetings, so people could go in different breakout rooms for different learning, training, and development. There's instant messaging, there's mood controls. It's a very nice, fully integrated platform that allows you to do a blended learning environment. So this way, again, they don't have to search for the login for their WebEx or GoToMeeting or Live Meeting. You're getting it all in one cohesive platform. We're real excited to announce that Apple, I'm sure you've all heard of Apple, right? They have over 2,000 customer service representatives, and they recently just implemented our Blackboard Collaborate platform, and they were using WebEx. So, I mean, it's really exciting for us that they went in, got rid of one of the leaders in the industry for our platform, which is designed more for learning, training, educating, and collaboration. So keep that in mind. It's a fully holistic platform, so blended learning. You can also do it on your mobile, your Droid, whatever you like. So it's real simple and easy to use. No, at this point, we integrate just with Salesforce, just because they're the leader in the industry. They're growing quickly. They have over 100,000 clients, and we're their premier learning partner.